So I watched the Ariel Helwani show on Monday, and to be honest, I was pleasantly surprised by Cain Velasquez's interview. Now, I'm a fan of Cain Velasquez. I respect Cain Velasquez. I understand how great he is as a mixed martial artist, and I understand that he's one of the best heavyweights to ever do it. But fuck me, watching some of his interviews over the years have been quite painful. And then on Monday, he puts on a fucking wrestling mask and he seems like the most nicest, fun person in the world. If you haven't seen it already, check it out because it's definitely worth the 20 minutes you're going to spend watching it. And it was a weird thing to see. Like I personally have never seen him feel so excited or invigorated talking about MMA. But when he's talking about wrestling now, and when I say wrestling, I don't mean like Olympic style I mean like WWE, WCW back in the day, wrestling. Like he had a wrestling match a couple of months ago for AAA, which is a Mexican promotion, I believe. And he was talking about his debut as a wrestler and how he trained as a wrestler and why he started wrestling and how he enjoyed wrestling as a kid. And it just felt like he fucking loved it. And I watched his wrestling matches debut, and he was doing shit that Rey Mysterio does. And the difference is Rey Mysterio is about 2 foot shorter and about 200 pounds lighter. It was impressive fucking stuff. He pulled off a Hurricane Rana. And I just found it weird because we're talking about a guy, like I said, he's one of the best heavyweights to ever do it in mixed martial arts. And the one time I see him spark up and get excited about something, it's about pro wrestling. And what does that mean for his MMA career? Because during the interview, he did say that he isn't done fighting and he's going to fight again. But has he found something that he enjoys more than fighting in real life? Do you know what I mean? Like, is this like, is this taking over his focus? And when he does make a return in mixed martial arts, or if he does make a return in mixed martial arts, will he be the same Cain Velasquez? Does he care enough for it? There's one quote that Nick Diaz said years ago, and it's always stuck with me. And he says, in order to be a good fighter, or in order to be a great fighter, you've got to love this shit so much that you begin to hate it. And I kind of, that always stuck with me because it kind of made sense. He was basically saying you got to be obsessed with it. You got to fucking, it's got to consume you. And Cain Velasquez, who knows, maybe him having another outlet and not focusing 100% all the time on MMA, maybe that will help him. But maybe that'll be to his detriment. I don't know. I don't know what kind of effect this will have on his career. But it was really kind of, it was nice as a fan seeing this side of him. Because I personally, I can't remember ever seeing him behave and talk and express himself in the way in which he did on Monday. Ariel Helwani even said, he goes, like, I've been interviewing you for about 10 years now, and this has to be the best interview I've ever had with you. And I have to agree because, like I say, generally speaking, from a Cain Velasquez interview, you don't really get much. And on this occasion, we did. So yeah, that's really all I wanted to say. Check it out for yourselves. I highly recommend it. And I think he's wrestling again over the weekend, so I'll be watching that on YouTube if it's ever posted on there. I don't really watch wrestling that much these days, and especially Mexican wrestling. I just don't really follow it enough to know who the fuck's wrestling sort of thing. But I'll definitely be watching the Cain Velasquez match. Yeah, that's it. I'll catch you guys on the next one.